Hey, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I hope you're having a great week. We just did our 60-day sprint. We are the unstoppable team. And I was sharing with everyone, like, it hasn't been a hard week, but I feel like it should be Friday and it's Tuesday. So we were all kind of laughing about that. So Dr. Diane Meyer from Canada is with me. Dr. Di and I have been best buds since 2008, and it's super fun to still be like running this race together. So, Di, thanks so much for joining me. And Dr. Adamari Gomez is in Puerto Rico, and I had so much fun getting to know you. And just thank you so much for the energy and the love that you bring to our tribe. It's great to have you. So let's jump in. Yeah. Let's start with this. What is the number one way that you feel supported in the boot camp, and why does it matter as a practicing doctor of chiropractic? Why does the support matter, and what's the number one way that you feel supported? So I'll start with you, Di.
I think as chiropractors, we are a little bit of the rebels of the healthcare world, right? We tend to have to swim a little bit against the established health current. And so sometimes it can feel really alone and very isolating to do that. And it so empowers you to have people who are on your same wavelength that are riding that stream with you, so you don't think that you're crazy. And it just helps to give you a little bit of a boost sometimes if things are getting you down, or you've had a rough day or a rough week, and you pop on into the boot camp and you see individuals who have same or similar struggles, and how they've overcome them, or you just get to see people with beautiful, wonderful energy that share something really heartfelt, and it just lifts you up. So yeah, it's an incredibly powerful resource.
Yes. And I love how we celebrate each other. So many groups, like, you dare not say how you've been successful because, like, it's going to come down on you. And I love that we're all like, oh my gosh, you killed it this week. Like, ooh, 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 ooh. And I love how everyone just like works together and helps each other. So, Adamari, what about for you? What do you find? Sorry about that. Is like your favorite way of tapping into the support and being the support within our tribe?
Well, I have been in previous coaching groups before, so this has been, I think, the first one female lead, so it's been refreshing. It's kind of been it's been good because I don't want to, leave out the men, but it's more intuitive to work with women.
Oh,
Our gal from Puerto Rico's connection seems to be failing a little bit. We'll give her a second to join us again. So Di, how about this? What
Relate to all other doctors, the ones that have been where you want to be and the ones that are maybe where you started before. So it's pretty relatable in that.
Yeah, I love that we like there's definitely not a cookie cutter in the boot camp. Di practices a certain way, Adamari practices a different way, Dr. Ali practices yet another way, and all ways are celebrated. Like, there isn't a one look or a one way, or only like these have to be your hours. Everyone practices according to their family, their lifestyle, and their goals. So, Di, let me ask you this: what's the number one thing that you've learned about yourself during this sprint?
So this sprint is something that I wasn't really sure that I wanted to do. It coincides with, we're also running it's called a mental toughness challenge in our office, and it's a for the month of March. It's a another sort of good habit forming breakthrough kind of challenge we're doing with our patients. So I was like, can I really pull off two of these sort of sprint challenges in 1 month? And I wasn't sure I would be able to join because, as you remember, I kind of started off late. But it's been really fantastic just to help me to get back into into the groove. Um, I had a bit of a wild ride over the last 6 months, and I think I was a little bit numb, but not really even aware of it. I and just a lot of things had kind of slowly slid, and I wasn't even seeing it. So the sprint really helped me to um, just refocus, regroup, uh, wake things up a little bit, and it's been so fun. It's been really exciting to kind of get things going. And my energy is just back up again, and yeah, it's been a real blessing.
That's awesome, and I love that you took vacation and then jumped right in, and you've shown up, on every call and on the Wednesday calls. And what are you loving? You said on the call that we did just before now. So for those of you who don't know, the 60-day sprint is where we take the big boot camp and break it into small teams, and then we compete against each other. And it's really fun. Like, points are for asking for referrals or getting reviews, or it could be watching a video that I post in the boot camp and then giving your feedback. And it's really about um, developing tight knit community and friendships and support and encouragement at the beginning of the year. We come out of Christmas, and sometimes it's hard to get going at the beginning of the year. So we do this sprint for that purpose. And then we do a second one. And the 60-day sprints are free to boot campers. Only boot campers can do them, but there's not an extra charge to do them. And so my team, this sprint, are called the Unstoppables, and Di and Dr. Adamari are both on my team. And we just had our team call. So we have a team call every week, and then we have a boot camp call every week, and that's on Wednesdays at 1 p.m. And so, Di, on the call we just did, you had stated you really enjoy the extra like call that we do as a team. What's so good about it? Like, why do you like meeting again?
Kidding. We get extra one-on-one coaching with you. It's
Aw.
fantastic. I mean, it's such an incredible opportunity to be able to have any question or any concern or anything that we need. And in that small group setting, we all share with each other things that are going on, great things, things that we're celebrating together, things that we could use some advice or some help with. And it's usually related to the topic that we're currently working on. So I just love that extra accountability, that extra focus to my week. That this is, I'm focusing on this. It's, if honestly, if you were to say, Diane, go and read this book, and we'll talk about it. I might read it. I might glance through it, but we're really taking some nice deep dives into some really powerful books and audio and videos, and yeah, it's just awesome. I've done. I think this is my third sprint, and definitely been my favorite. And I don't think I'm going to miss them again. Like I just
Yay!
so much out of this, and been enjoying sharing with people too. So
And how is the sprint or the results of the sprint showing up in your practice life?
well, I think it's been a big catalyst in helping me, as I said, to regroup and refocus. And um, I shared in our group session today, like we had some really crazy kind of synchronous, like, wow, what's going on with the universe moment on Monday, where we had 9 reactivation patients booked in the morning of Monday, like 9 of them. And that's quite unusual, but I attributed that to some of the work that we did on Sunday together, and some of the strategies that we implemented on Monday morning with my team. So yeah, it's really fun to see that. We took time to at the end of our day to really look at that morning and celebrate it as a team and be like, see, this is when we're in sync with what we're trying to do with our vision and our focus. So yeah, it was really pretty cool.
That is so awesome. And the power of intention.
Yeah.
It's not like and that's where, like, when we were talking about on the call today of just doing the systems on the daily success sheet as a matter of practice, right? Not like, here, I'm going to put this dollar bill into the success machine and out is going to spit this. It really, and that's something that I really see with those who participate in the sprints, is success becomes just a matter of habit. Of we just show up and these are the things that we do, and then we consistently have this kind of experience in our practice and get these kind of results. I can't remember who said it. I think it's Michael Neal said, and I love this definition or these rules that he's established for success. It can't hurt him, right? Like, it can't destroy his life. It can't hurt somebody else, whether that's a family member or, a team member or whatever. It's not like stomp down the next person, and it has to be sustainable. And I love the sustainability of it. And that's what we were talking about on our call as well, of refuse the temptation to play tag with success, right? Like, we'll go to a seminar and we get so excited and we implement all these things on Monday, and by the following Monday, it's like, that was exhausting.
Yeah.
But instead, implementing something that you can see yourself doing week in, week out, month in, month out, year in, year out. And that's really like the Jeff Soha video, where we build a business instead of improving our job. What did you watch all those videos? The 2 Jeff Soha videos?
No.
Oh, they're really good.
Okay, I'll write it down.
Yeah, he talks about and a really missing ingredient for scale, which, by the way, if you're on my email list, I'm sending you an email tomorrow about scale. And I just love his fresh approach to scale, because it's typically been really difficult to scale a service industry, a service business. It's one thing if you're making widgets, right? We just learn how to make more of these in less time with less cost, right? And that's how you scale it. Well, how do you do it when you're trading time for money? How do you scale that? And by the way, you're going to get that in the video. If you're not on my list and you want it, you can ask me for it. And it's just like such a breath of fresh air of going like, oh, no, now I get it. It's been really fun to, like, I shared those videos with everyone and they've been watching them in our tribe. And it's been fun reading, like, here was one person's response. And this was the upgrade your financial IQ. I love how he talks about when you get to a point where you don't necessarily need to keep grinding, keep doing what you got you there. And she said, this reminded me of when Dr. Barber talks about not needing to be rich. But how do we know if we like driving a Porsche or flying first class unless we do it? If we keep going, and commit to the process that helped us reach our goals in the first place, then we get to set new goals and experience life on a totally new level. Like, how do you know you don't like it unless we try it? Like, you made your kids try food, right? How many times you're like, I don't like it, and then they try it and they're like, oh, this isn't so bad. I kind of like it. So as we wrap up this broadcast, what do you say to the person who's like, you know, I've seen the boot camp, but isn't it like every other group out there?
It's not like anything out there. You know, I've been in practice for a few years now, and have done some, and it's so weird to be saying that, but I've done a lot of other coaching programs over the years, and you know, they all have some value, but this is the first group that, you know, I think has a real sense of community. And the way you've set it up, there's lifelong learning here. There's no beginning, there's no end, there's no stop, there's no limitation. The trainings are there. You can look at them anytime you want. You know, the DSS that we were talking about, it's you know, your kind of basic roadmap that you build on from that. So I just love how it's all laid out. I love the resources. I can't tell you how many times I've plugged into the search into our resources to look for information about, hey, I wonder if somebody else has come across this or has this document or has this particular marketing strategy already done. And most of the time it's there. I don't have to create it. Someone's already done it and shared it. And, you know, we collaborate together. So yeah, there's nothing else like it. And then there's Barb. There's no one like you either. The Grand Poobah.
We definitely have just such an amazing community, and I love that it's guru free, right? Like, no one, I don't have all the answers. Di doesn't have all the answers. She's been in practice for decades. Collectively, we do. And that's the really cool thing about, we're in this game called life, and we're in it to win it together. So if you're watching this and you're not part of our tribe and you want to find out what's it like to be a boot camper and you want to get on a call with me, use that link right there, and grab some time. I can promise you, if I'm confident I can help you, I'll tell you and lay out the pathway. If I don't think that you're a fit, then I'll make sure that we find you a place that you do fit. Like, I know a lot of other coaching groups, and my group is great for those it's a great fit for. But there are lots of other groups that I'd be happy to refer you to. If you love community, if you love honesty, if you love drama-free, and an environment where you can grow and grow and grow and grow, like Di said, and truly feel seen and heard and respected, the boot camp may be the perfect place for you. So stop looking, start taking action, and jump on a call with me. Di, thanks so much for being with me tonight. Thanks to all of you who are in our audience. Adamari, I hope everything's okay. I'll send you a message here in just a second when Di and I get off to make sure that all is well in Puerto Rico. And God bless you all. Have a wonderful night, and thanks for joining us. See ya.